Donna is dedicated and passionate. She sees something that she thinks more people need to know about, something that needs to be done. And rather than just sitting there thinking, that would be cool, she goes and does it.
I'm an accidental engineer, and it's just by pure luck that I'm in mining. I was in general biology at the University of Windsor, and I was jealous of my brother, who's 1 year older than me, who was in a co-op program in engineering, and he had a book about engineering on his dresser. So I flipped through the book and I saw rocks, and I love rocks. So on a whim, I just applied to geological engineering, and it wasn't until the day I drove on campus that I went, holy smokes, what I set myself up for. Once I got exposed to mining, I just so badly wanted to be a mine engineer, and I ended up getting a transfer to a mining project that became an actual operating mine.
I ran into Donna at various different events dealing with the CIM, with the Canadian Institute of Mining Saskatoon branch. And I would just see her, and I got to know who she was because she was always there and always involved, and up at the podium or meeting with the students or just taking on more responsibilities. And every time I saw her, I noted another thing that she was doing.
We were in Sudbury for 9 years and then transferred here. And when we got here, I spent the first year writing my thesis and defending. And somebody I worked with at my first job said, will you please come and fill in for me while I'm on sabbatical? And I think that was 2011, 2012. And in 2026, I've gone from being in a contract position, doing lab testing in the rock mechanics and sessional teaching, to a lecturer position, to a professor role, and now I'm an associate professor.
She talks about everything from a much higher level and point of view of how important it is to our lives. So that's got to be nothing but good for her students.
Now I just love these students. There's 12 attributes an engineer must have. That's when we're teaching, we're always teaching to those attributes. The first 5 are all technical. The next 7 are things like teamwork, project management, impact on society, and all those things I think you get better through work experience, and then volunteering brings those experiences and your ability to do those things as an engineer to a much higher level. And I just want them to be confident, strong engineers. They were smart enough to get into an engineering program, and I want them to succeed, and I just love seeing them on that journey.
She's written so many papers herself about various aspects of mining and how mining serves society. And she's also researched other work that other people have done in the same sort of area, and she's gathered this all together in this beyondgeology.com.
We complain in the mining industry that the public isn't interested, it's hard to find employees. Well, you have to go out and tell people what we actually do. So I went through all the provincial databases one by one. I found papers that listed other ones, tried to find dates for as many as I could as when they were operating. It's very hard to find this information. And I just put it all together in a great big Excel spreadsheet, which engineers love to build spreadsheets. And I was volunteering a lot with the Underground Mining Society of the Canadian Institute of Mining, Metallurgy and Petroleum, the CIM. And they thought it was a great idea, and they funded it. Plus I had startup money as a faculty member, so the USask has also funded it. And I got a mapping person to program it, and now it's an interactive map online. But I wanted to make it for the public. So there is a layer that every time I find a new geology museum or a mining museum across the country, I add it as a dot. So you could do mining tourism on my map. And now I'm trying to find people who will write stories about their experiences with mines to make it's personal and mean something to the people.
We work so much in the public sector that we need to have the public aware of what we're doing in order to be the most successful. And in order to increase awareness of what mining does for us.
Mining is an invisible industry to the general public, and I loved my career so much in mining. I just wanted other people to know that it existed. WISE was my first introduction to professionals and professional women working in the industry in the area.
Much of her volunteer work, even though it is to do with mining, is more to do with the community.
I'm very passionate about the planet, and I think the only way we're going to sustain this planet is by understanding how we use things, and nobody educates us on that. And so by starting to teach people where things come from, by having that resource available, and those are the stories I want to just go out and talk to real Canadians about so that we can better use our planet, so people better understand why we actually need resources. So I just think I'm really lucky that I happened to see something that I loved as a kid and then keep following it and try to keep that passion of a kid alive.
Your passion and dedication to ensuring that everybody knows more about mining and about how it helps them is just awesome to me, and I'm happy that you're finally going to get the recognition that you deserve. Congratulations.
I'm deeply honored to be recognized by my peers, and I just want to thank all my colleagues through the years and all the amazing volunteers I've worked with in Sudbury and Saskatoon and across Canada with the CIM for believing in me, giving me the chance to try, giving me the chance to fail, but most importantly, giving me the chance to learn. It was through all the experiences that I've had that have kept me inspired to be in mining, all the amazing people I worked with. I just enjoyed your company so much, and I've learned so much from all of you. I loved working with a variety of different disciplines and everything I've done. And I'm really excited to be highlighted here. And I hope that the industry will pick up on the phrase, what have you done today that did not involve a mineral, so that people will get more interested in the mining industry and inquiring as to why we need mining.